6 o'clock. So we will start our meeting. As you can see, filling in for the lovely and talented Mr. Mayor Markland is Mr. Rob Taylor, the Mayor Pro Tem. Very ironic that my last meeting as Mayor Pro Tem, I would be actually being Mayor Pro Tem. So that's great. Welcome you guys all to our monthly meeting. Now we've called it to order. If you guys would just join me in a moment of silence, just to think about our town, sort of prepare ourselves for the meeting ahead. Amen. All right, if you'd stand as you are able, face the flag, and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, our first item on our agenda is our conflict of interest statement. Mr. Al?
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. The conflict of interest statement says, pursuant to North Carolina general statutes and the town's code of ethics policy, I ask each of you, before you adopt the agenda, if you have any actual, potential, or perceived conflicts of interest with respect to any matter on the proposed agenda before you tonight. If you do have a conflict of interest, please speak up now and let the board know. Thank you.
All right. Hearing nothing from anyone, we'll move on. We do need to adopt the agenda for this evening, assuming everyone's had a chance to review it. Any additions or deletions to our agenda? Okay, Johnny will move to approve the agenda. Justin with a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. Okay, that carries unanimously. And we'll move on to our citizen comments. This is the opportunity for any of our citizens to step up to the podium. They have 3 minutes to speak on any topic they would like. Make sure you understand it's not necessarily a time to get answers on all of those, but it's an opportunity for you to share with the board anything you would like to share so that we can take it into consideration and hopefully act on it or find information out to help you with it. Anyone for citizen comments? All right, seeing no one jump out of their seats, we'll assume there are no citizen comments for this evening. We have no public hearings, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, that moves us on to our communications from boards, commissions, and agencies. Mr. Carrick with our awesome audit presentation. We are so excited, thank you.
Are you being facetious?
I was, just a little bit. But I've seen it, it's a good report, so it's okay.
Thank you. I do want to thank y'all as a board again for the opportunity to serve as your auditor this past year and emphasize the fact that I do serve you as a board. So anytime y'all have any questions, concerns, as far as the audit's concerned or as far as finances in general may be concerned, please feel free to give me a call because the better you understand the numbers, the better decisions y'all can make. I will preface what I say tonight with one caveat. We had to have an actuarial study done. We have to book sick leave this year under a new GASB pronouncement. That was done, and then the actuarial people decided, oh, we did it wrong the first time. So they are in the process of revising that actuarial study. But I want to preface it saying none of the numbers that I'm going to mention to you tonight are going to be affected in any way by that, but I can't complete the report till we get that revised actuarial study. That's why you don't have a nice little bound copy of it, but you will get that hopefully in the next couple of weeks. You did receive an unqualified or a clean opinion, is what you want me as your auditor to be able to stand up here and say, which basically means those financial statements did fairly represent the books and records of the town of Mocksville for the year ending June 30th, 2025. With that having been said, as always, I'll give you a little cheat sheet that kind of compares this year's numbers to last year's numbers. I just want to hit some of the numbers there. Total revenue's up about $60,000. You see ad valorem up about 178, local option sales tax up about 66,000, which is a good indication that the economy is still moving along pretty good, or whatever is with increases there. The main difference as far as revenues were concerned this past year, as you look down, you'll see that sale of fixed assets. If y'all remember 2024, y'all sold the police building. That was that big $400 and some thousand sale or whatever. This past year, just some odds and ends that were sold. So you see a difference of $458,000 there because of the sale of fixed assets. Expenditures almost identical to where they were the year before as far as the general fund. Kind of have a little breakdown as you go down through there of things that may have changed from year to year. Be glad to answer any questions anybody might have. But you see everything actually fairly static as far as the expenditures were concerned. I will point out the fact that transportation was down. We just didn't complete street improvements this past year the way we had the year before, whatever. So that was the major difference as far as that was concerned. Bottom line, revenues over expenditures 1.9 million this past year versus 1.8 million the year before, so about $100,000 difference. Available fund balance of $13 million. Ad valorem collection rate almost 97%, which is above what the state average is. And I did in your little packet there include the pages, like I said, they will not change from what your final audit, but if you want to refer back to any of those pages as far as any of these numbers are concerned, I have them listed up there at the top. Water sewer, again, revenues without grants up to 5.6 million, expenditures 4.2 million. You see the breakdown between water, sewer, capital improvements, pretty much about the same as what they were. Debt payments, pretty much in line. So bottom line, 1.4 million there. Unrestricted cash of $5.5 million. The main reason that cash dropped down was basically we just paid back the general fund some money that had been owed there, whatever, had gotten transferred like 2 years ago, and we basically just paid it back or whatever. So that's why water is down a little bit. Any questions about those? I was telling Rob the next page is kind of interesting. How many of y'all heard anything about AI? Everybody, all the time, right? My grandson graduates from UNCG next Friday, and he'll be full-time with me at that point in time. Well, he decided a couple of weeks ago that he would run the financial statements through ChatGPT just to see what it thought about them. There's actually, besides this little AI memo here, there's about 10 pages of analysis of different things or whatever. But I just want to read two things, because I stand up here every year and y'all do well and it sounds good and all that. But I'm saying, okay, what does an artificial intelligence look at the town of Mocksville and what does it say? Overview. A comprehensive review of Mocksville's 2025 financial workbook has been completed, covering all major governmental enterprise fund statements, capital project data, budget to actual comparison. Overall, Mocksville remains in a strong financial position with stable revenues, healthy fund balance reserves, active capital investments, and manageable debt obligations. And then it gives you a little breakdown between the various funds. Conclusion, Mocksville maintains a healthy, stable, forward-looking financial position. Revenues are solid, expenditures are controlled, enterprise operations are stable, capital investment is robust, and debt obligations are sustainable. Based on fiscal year 2025 data, the town is well positioned to maintain financial strength while continuing to support infrastructure growth and community services. I think y'all deserve a round of applause for that. Any questions?
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank y'all.
We appreciate ChatGPT's comments. Thank you very much. All right, our next Mocksville Cooley ABC audit, Turlington and Company.
Yes.
Ms. Hendrickson, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you
Great,
doing?
great. Good to have you.
My
Thank you.
reports won't be as long as Eddie's, but but I'm here to just give y'all some numbers. I don't know if y'all have gotten our little booklets.
We have.
Whatever they do. So anyhow, I was just gonna let you know the sales, we're down just a little bit, but they are statewide and nationwide actually. The sales last year were 4 million and this year they were 3.9 million, so just a little bit down. But anyhow, our change in our profit before any distributions was 224 this year versus 270. And the most important part of it is the town of Mocksville received a profit distribution of $128,400 from the ABC store for the current, for 2025, year ending June 30th, 2025. And the other thing I would point out is since the ABC Mocksville has had the ABC store, you have received distributions total to date of $470,222. So that's pretty good.
That is.
Does anybody have any questions? No?
Thank you, Marcia. We
Okay, thank
appreciate it.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate
Have a
you
Merry
being here.
Christmas.
You too. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Ms. Hendrickson's report. That is all for our communications and board. We'll move on to the consent agenda. And that's from our routine meetings from last month, financials, all those things. Anybody have any changes to anything in the consent agenda? All right. Is there a motion to approve that? Motion from Jenny Stevenson, a second from Mr. Justin Drone. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, say no. All right, that carries unanimously. Appreciate that. I don't think, well, no, I get this is considered old business for our recess into our organizational meeting. All right, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to entertain a motion to recess our normal meeting for our organizational meeting. As all of you will know, we had an election the 1st of November, the first week in November. 3 of our commissioners were up for election. All 3 of them successfully won their re-election, and tonight is when we install them and do their oath of office. So I'll entertain a motion to recess the regular meeting so we can enter into our organizational meeting and get those officers installed. So I'll take that from Justin Drawn and a second from Carl Lambert. All those in favor say aye. All right, that's a 5-0 vote. And we will take a short break. Miss Lynn, you were going to administer the oath, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, I think our first one is going to be Miss Stevenson. All right, might be. We're going to do this down front? I think that's perfect. Jenny, you want to bring any family down with you?
My mother.
All right.
I'm gonna do Carl and Johnny together.
Okay,
They wanna be done together.
that sounds great.
She has somebody here that she's gonna do her second.
I love that idea. I love that idea. Good to see you.
How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. And you're gonna hold the Bible. She's gonna put her left hand on it and raise her right. So they can get pictures. I state your name.
I, Jenny Stevenson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office as town commissioner,
as in my office of town commissioner.
so help me God.
So help me God. Look at me.
Here we go.
Thank you, Commissioner Stevenson. All right. We'll move on to the installation of Commissioner Lambert and Commissioner Fry.
Here, up here.
Yep.
You just get right here, it's on in this little corner right here.
Left hand's on the Bible. Raise your right.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm,
I think technically you should raise your right hand.
and raise your right hand,
There we go.
okay? We'll state our names first. I
Johnny Fry, Carl Lambert,
Taken together, do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
I will support
and maintain
and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution of laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent
not inconsistent
therewith,
therewith.
and that I will faithfully
I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as town commissioner,
as town commissioner.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Now, we're going to have Miss Quant step up for her oath of office and installation of town clerk. Good. Miss Lane, you're going to conduct that one as well, right? All right. Stay out of the way of the pictures.
Oh.
Well, I can't go there yet. Okay, yeah, that's good.
I'll just keep moving.
I
I, Emily Quant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
and maintain
and maintain
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as town clerk,
as town clerk.
so help me God.
So help me God.
But then look this way at us.
Okay.
Now they're going to switch. And Miss Emily is going to swear in Miss Trivett as our deputy town clerk.
I state your name,
I, Lynn Trivett,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
and maintain the
Constitution and laws
Constitution and laws
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as deputy town clerk.
as deputy town clerk,
So help me God.
so help me God. I gotta give Emily a hug. Can we get our picture?
I gotta pay for the minute, that's okay.
Thank you, ladies. We definitely have the best clerks in the business. We are proud to have you. Should we recess for a drink?
Not right now.
Wow.
Just like a final
I
machine.
know, this is crazy. I love it. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you indulging us for those installations. Now that that is done, I'll entertain a motion to resume our regular board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Justin and Jenny. All those in favor say aye. Are there any opposed? Say no. All right, that's a unanimous vote as well. And so we are back in our regular meeting and moving toward our new business. Our first item of our new business is to appoint a mayor pro tem for the town of Mocksville. I have had the absolute pleasure of serving in that role for, April will be 14 years in the board, and I think I've served it for 12. I think all but maybe 2 years, maybe 4. I can't remember. It's been a long time. Even though it's not called upon very often, it is an important role in our town. There has to be someone willing to step into the role of the mayor, deal with the meetings, exercise those things, sign some things, as I learned many times from Ms. Lynn. The mayor pro tem does also have the power to call special called meetings by themselves individually without the consent of other town commissioners. So it's an important role, and I've had a pleasure discharging it. It's, like I said, it's ironic that I will be discharging it as my last. I asked specifically not to be appointed this term. I just filed for election as your next district attorney yesterday in Raleigh. And so I know sometime during this calendar year, I'll be resigning my commissioner position, which is going to be very sad. But it is time, and it's time to move on. So it's time for us to have a new mayor pro tem. I will entertain any motions from the board as to who that should be.
Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, I'm going to make the motion and take a point of liberty before I do. We've talked about this a lot, and after election night, it came very, very clear to me that there's one excellent person who I would say, I always say to everybody in the community, is a community commissioner. Hands down, I always say this person is a community commissioner. They look at every situation, they look at every topic, they make their decisions, they ask their questions, and no one deserves this motion to be made to recommend, and particularly as a top vote getter for 2 terms in a row. I would recommend Jenny Stevenson to be our next mayor pro tem for the town of Mocksville.
I'll make a second.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lambert. You made the motion. Mr. Drawn has seconded that motion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Say no. All right, that carries unanimously. Congratulations. Let it be said, Mocksville does not care about politics.
Absolutely not.
We favor those who serve the community. All right, moving on. Our second item is to consider the PTRC, the Piedmont, for those of you who aren't paying attention, Piedmont Triad Regional Council Board of Delegates and an appointment of an alternate. Who's serving in that role right now?
That would be Johnny Fry.
Is Mr. Fry. And do we have an alternate actually in place?
I'm the alternate.
And you think, okay, I think Justin is the alternate. Any motions to reappoint Mr. Fry as the board, on the Board of Delegates, and Mr. Drawn as the alternate? You willing to take those roles?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All right. Motion by me, second by Jenny. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. All right, that is carried. All right. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go through a number of these, trying to make sure we are filling in all of our committees and all of our organizational responsibilities. Our next is to consider a Northwest Piedmont Rural Planning Organization Transportation Advisory Committee. God, that's a lot. Appointment and an alternate. Who is serving in that right now, Lee?
Mayor Markland.
And do you know who our alternate is?
I do not know the alternate. I should.
Any idea, Ms. Trivett?
We do not have one.
We do not have one. Are we supposed to have one?
It's optional. It's good, but, some people don't have alternates.
All right. All right. All right. I would recommend then that we appoint Mr. Markland back to his position and Mr. Lambert as the alternate.
Second that motion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fry. Mr. Fry's the second. I am the original motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. All right. Moving on to consider planning board applicants for 2 board appointments for a 3-year term expiring in December of 28. Miss Emily, sorry, Mr. Lee, I just took those others from you. I didn't mean to.
You're not taking anything from me.
Sure, Commissioners. The next item on the agenda is the planning board appointments. There are 3 applicants for 2 seats.
Okay, and we have right now the 2 applicants are Neil Cheek. I'm sorry, there are 3 applicants. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Mr. Cheek, Ms. Galeas, and Ms. Smoot Doolin.
Mr. Cheek would be a reappointment if you so chose.
Okay. Entertain any motions on that?
So moved.
I make a motion,
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Stevenson.
make a motion for, Neil Cheek and Crystal Smoot Doolin.
Okay,
Second.
second from Mr. Lambert. The motion was made by Ms. Stevenson. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say no. All right, that carries unanimously. So that'll be Mr. Cheek and Ms. Smoot Doolin back on that board. All right, Emily, what's our next one?
Sure. So the next one is, next item is the tree board appointments. So just need to do that, to the appointments.
All right, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that need to be appointed, is that correct?
That's correct. There are 4. Mhm.
Okay, and my understanding is we are looking at Alex Thompson, Mr. Lambert, Judy Rosser, and Judith Hinckley, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve those?
I moved.
Mr. Fry, second from Ms. Stevenson. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. All right, that carries unanimously.
Just as a matter of information, Mr. Taylor, this tree board appointment is necessary for us to keep our Tree City USA designation.
All right, that makes perfect sense, and I'm glad we have it. All right, Emily, what's our next point?
So the next one is to consider the 2026 Town Board meeting schedule. This is done annually.
What page is
107.
this? Thank you.
107 of your packet. 107 and 108.
That puts the July one is always one I'm concerned about, and that falls on July the 7th, so that's actually very good. All right, everyone had an opportunity to look over the schedule of meetings. Any questions or concerns about those? I hear a motion to approve the meeting schedule.
Motion.
Ms. Stevenson, second from Mr. Lambert. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. All right, that carries unanimously. Miss Emily?
Okay, so the next one is the 2025-26 budget calendar, and that is on page 109 and 110 in your packet. And this is also done annually.
Mr. Taylor, if you're looking at it, page 109.
Yep.
If I may just make a brief comment, just based
Absolutely.
on feedback that I've heard from the commissioners, we're working internally to have our department meetings along the way so that we can prepare our budget meetings during regular scheduled sessions and try to prevent you from having to have additional meetings.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it really is less, it's at your regular scheduled meetings. The others are in between for us all internally to prepare for.
Motion to adopt 25, 26 budget calendar.
Thank you, Mr. Lambert. I'll second that motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. That carries unanimously. And then to Ms. Lynn, considering a budget amendment for our enterprise fund.
Mr. Taylor, Board of Commissioners. This budget amendment is in the amount of $35,000. It will be required along with your decision for the engineering services agreement, which is on the agenda item I, which is next. The agreement is for the wastewater treatment plant chemical system improvements, and Lee will explain this as we go into section I.
Thank you, Lynn. As a reminder, when you approved the contract with Veolia to take over water and wastewater services, they had one concern, and that was the gas that was utilized at the wastewater treatment plant. They wanted to change that over to liquid.
Right.
And we agreed to work with them on that. It didn't have to be done right then. So what you have is an agreement with Chuck Willis to do the engineering to get that process put together. That $35,000 is for his work to prepare for us going to bid on those structural changes that will be needed. So we would renovate the current chemical feed building and then look while we're there at improvements to existing caustic storage building at the wastewater treatment plant, all for enhanced safety purposes. So therefore, that requires a budget amendment to the enterprise fund.
Gotcha. All right. We do need to do those separately, correct?
I would recommend that,
Okay.
yes.
So then the first thing we'd consider is the budget amendment, which will deal with the engineering fees for Willis Engineering, considering the next thing that we'll take up, which is the agreement.
Motion to approve.
Strawn's motion, Ms. Stevenson, second. All those in favor say aye on item H. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. All right, that carries unanimously. And then I don't think we need any further discussion on I. Entertain a motion to consider approving the agreement from Mr. Willis's engineering services for that.
So moved.
Mr. Drawn for motion, Mr. Lambert second. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. All right, that carries unanimously as well. All right, that takes us to item J. Mr. Rollins.
Thank you, sir. We've talked for some months now about the potential for Mocksville's Mando Field to be a host field for our own Woodbat College age baseball team. And we have, for your consideration, an agreement between Sullimark Entertainment Group. The president of that group is Greg Sullivan, who also owns the Carolina Disco Turkeys. It's also got a team in Marion, Virginia, and in Albemarle, North Carolina. So I want to thank Chris Vaughn for all his work in helping to put this together, making sure that there were no concerns from his standpoint, and then we turned it over to Al to make sure that we did everything legally. So what you have before you is a triple reviewed lease agreement. And just so we're all on the same page, this will not impact our current relationship with Carolina University. And then if there is some Legion baseball, Mr. Sullivan has agreed to try to work with them on that as well.
Anything to add to that, Chris? All right. We appreciate you putting that together. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the agreement.
So moved.
Mr. Drawn. Second from Mr. Fry. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. All right, that carries unanimously.
And there's not a name yet. So
Not the disco
that's the
turkeys,
next
though.
question.
All right. And Mr. Rollins, item K.
Thank you. I'd ask if you would please to turn to number 131 in your agenda packet. In several of my updates over the last month, we've talked about, as part of our downtown master plan and our sort of rebranding efforts, a suggestion that we look at our corridors coming into town, i.e. Main Street from Milling Road into downtown, from Wilkesboro Street at the roundabout into downtown, from South Main Street near Gunners at South Salisbury Street into downtown, and then South Salisbury Street into downtown. So what you have before you is a mock-up in which we would put up decorative signs. These sign blades actually are going to be a little bit larger than the normal, again, just to differentiate. And this also includes Depot Street as well, from Railroad Street back up as well. We've received numerous quotes and we've gotten feedback from folks. We do not need a budget amendment for this, but I would ask you to sign off on the visual that you see. That's what I'm asking you to consider and approve as part of our street sign project.
And so these street signs will be a little bit larger.
The
than just
blades
the
would be
normal ones?
larger. They would
Okay.
be larger to read, yes.
Well, that's great for any of
For
the.
selfish reasons.
It's great for tourists coming in town because they need to know where they're going.
And I will say, I polled, I mean, we've, to this date, have received positive feedback to make sure that we put the fountain, as part of our branding, because you already have it in your wayfinding signs.
Right. I think it looks beautiful.
So signs will be on all side streets entering into all those points.
That's correct. Yep. That is correct.
All right. So I'll entertain a motion to approve that sign project.
So moved.
Justin, second from Johnny Fry. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say no. That carries unanimously. All right, Miss Lynn, getting into our real estate contract.
Thank you. Pages 132 through 141. In October, you adopted a resolution to sell 148 Cemetery Street by public auction. Before you is a resolution and a purchase sales contract together between the town of Mocksville and the Swicegood Group. You're accepting or rejecting the highest bid in the amount of $152,500.
So the 167, there's a 10% buyer's premium.
Right.
To that, Rob.
Okay. I was just making sure I understood that
Mm-hmm.
difference.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Any discussion about that? That's what the plan was. So, all right. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the resolution and purchase and sale contract. Mr. Lambert's motion.
Second.
Mr. Ron second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. That carries unanimously. All right, and now on to our advanced metering infrastructure system. That's you, Mr. Lee, is that correct?
Sure. If you would turn to page 142 in your agenda packet. I think it was last month you approved the budget part for us entering into wireless red meters, Camstruck meters. So now we have an agreement in place that we're asking your consideration with Fortiline in order for them to implement the installation of those meters and also the installation of the antennas that will be needed. So we will be able to read those water meters in this building in that office.
That would be amazing.
And we'll also provide our current customers an opportunity to know if they have a water leak for the end of their next billing cycle.
Because they can actually figure that out themselves, correct?
We're working toward that.
Right.
But Rena and Lynn Group have already begun to look at the process of how we'll be able to get updates so that we could tell if there's an issue with water usage.
It's definitely a better thing to catch it in the middle rather than when that bill comes in, as we all know how that can be. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agreement between Mocksville and Fort Line.
Also move.
All right, Ms. Stevenson, that was you first. Mr. Fry was the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. All right, that carries unanimously. Thank you. And then finally, Ms. Lynn, consider adopting rural economic grant building reuse project ordinance.
Thank you. Pages 197 and 198. You adopted a resolution last month to support Project Goldie, which is an expansion to a manufacturing facility in Mocksville. This is the grant project ordinance that is required for this project. It's a $150,000 grant to assist in the funding of the building for the building reuse, and a 5% match by the town in the amount of $7,500.
Any questions about that? All right. I will make a motion that we adopt the rural economic grant building reuse project ordinance.
Second.
Mr. Lambert, second. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no.
Always nice to put in 7,500 for 150,000.
Exactly. You can't beat those numbers. All right. Does that conclude all of our new business? Awesome. Very good. All right, we'll move on to our communication from town staff. Mr. Benshoff, do you have anything for us tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. I do, for a change. I want to congratulate everyone who was elected in the last election. I want to congratulate the new town clerk and the new assistant town clerk. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Mr. Rollins.
Thank you, sir. I, like Al, congratulate our newly re-elected folks, and to our Madam Mayor Pro Tem, congratulations. Well-earned honor, and I look forward to working with you all again this year. I do want to make one just brief comment, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. You know, the old adage, if you hear something once, you go, ah. If you hear something twice, you go, If you hear something 3 times, maybe we need to talk about it. The town issued longevity checks to our folks, which we have a history of doing. And they were separate checks. They weren't a direct deposit like our payroll checks. And the good news is that our positive pay, which helps prevent fraud, worked. Out of those 30-something longevity checks, there were 2 in which, in positive pay, the name in positive pay was different than the name on the check. They were basically initials that were not the same. And so it was caught as not being able to pay. So with those 2 individuals, we were able to rectify it. Those are the only 2. And just wanted to let you all know that that happened. The fraud protection worked.
All right.
We caught it, and those 2 individuals will have their money. So just wanted to make sure you all heard that.
That's great. Anything else?
That's all I have, sir.
All right. Communications from the mayor and board. Obviously, there will be none from the mayor. Ms. Stevenson, anything from you?
Yes, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for trusting me to move forward. Yeah, it's an honor. I'd like to say Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. I would say the same. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks to all of our amazing staff for the work they do all the time. As I said earlier, I just love the fact that we have a board that truly approaches this as a nonpartisan work for your community job, and not something that is has to be dealt with by any other gender or racial or political motivation. We all sit together, we make decisions together, we talk through things with each other, and we respect each other. And I just respect that very much. Thank you.
Woo. Honored to serve again, honored to be reelected again, and I thank you all for that. I'm honored to work with this
this great team and staff, and ditto to so many comments that Rob made. Great leadership on our staff side. Thank you for all y'all do. Madam Mayor Pro Tem, congratulations as well. Honored to serve with you and all of the board. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Congratulations, Jenny, Carl, and Johnny. I'm glad y'all are back. We've had a good 4 years, and we're a long way from where we were 6 years ago. So, very, very appreciative of y'all being back. So, and congratulations, Jenny, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to everybody.
All right, Johnny?
Also, I'd like to thank each and every one of you here for support, and we do have a wonderful relationship, work together. I have been on a lot of boards during my time. Rob can tell you that. And working together makes it a whole lot easier, and if you have a question, that's what we got the manager for, to come, and I'm really thankful for you, the manager we have, and the staff, and thank each and every one of you for your support.
All right. Do we have any closed session?
We do, yes.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the public portion. Will entertain a motion for us to go into closed session pursuant to NCGS 143-318.11.
So moved.
Mr. Fry, Ms. Stevenson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed say no. All right, that carries. We'll take